Morning, guys. So, it's a good day yesterday. Well, I want to tell you guys something that's happened yesterday. I had two juxtaposition calls. So I had a call with a lady that wanted to have a call pretty much straight away. So speaking with this lady from this school, private school in the UK, and she said, Daniel, really love what you're doing. Can we have a call? So I had a call. I produced a quick proposal for her. And she appreciated what I did. She was early for the call, which was really great. I think she's going to probably sign, which is good news. Then I've had another lady who I've been chasing for, I would say, a good 4 months now to get on a call, because it's an interesting school to potentially work with, and she's blown me out a number of times. She's actually blown out my client as well. Hasn't turned up for calls, and I really don't like that. When you're in you're set up a call with someone and you're sitting there for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and you message them, and then no response, and then about 2 hours later, I got a message from her secretary saying, she can't get hold of her emails. And so, yeah, a little rant this morning, but it's just an interesting day, great calls, bad calls. Oh, this is interesting. Whoa. Whoa. 中国的生活. 你好. So, I had that happen yesterday. So the morning, I did my little session, cardio session in the morning, and then did a bit of boxing, filmed that vlog, which I posted yesterday. And then, what else did I do? I did a bit of work in the morning, pinged off a few emails, and then met a good friend of mine who I hadn't seen in a while, actually, because we used to go to the same gym. Great guy, very nice guy, very honest guy. He's very upfront with, he's not secretive when he talks about stuff with me. He's just, that's what I like about him. There's a lot of people in my life, you ask them a question and they just skirt around the issue, and it's kind of not the way I do things. Well, I'm very open and honest when I talk about things, and that's why I like him. So we had a little training session. I went to his gym yesterday did shoulders and chest workout, and it was good to train with him because it was something different for the workout. But also, I like those gym partners where when you train with them, they get on with the job. So we did a little bit of talking, but it was mostly the training, which was great. And yeah, we're kind of talking about business, and I really admire what he's doing because he's very similar to me, almost like solo entrepreneur, doing stuff in China and with his own country, working hard. I mean, he kind of explained things really nicely, as far as the kind of entrepreneurial journey, which is your first year is very, very tough. The second year is very, very tough. And then by the third year, that's when you really start to make, if you've really put in the work and the hours, that's when you start to make, hopefully, some money and impact. But yeah, it was good to see him because I hadn't seen him in a while, and it's something I've been kind of lacking, is really meeting up with people recently and just hanging out with them, grabbing a coffee, getting to know people more and seeing what value I can offer to my network. So yeah, it was a really good session with this guy. Hope to hang out with him more. He's doing stuff in Bali as well, which is really interesting. He's one of those guys that's actually doing good business here in China. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated. Then in the afternoon, I just worked. I had 3 phone calls, and like I said, one of them bailed on me, this lady, although they did come back to me and say, hey, let's rearrange for next week, reschedule for next week. But I'm sure you guys have had this as well. It's very frustrating. And I give people the benefit of the doubt. When someone cancels you for a call, you never know what's going on in someone's life. But I've never been in that situation. In the decades of doing business stuff, I've always got back. If I really couldn't enter a call, I'd message someone, I'd find a way. I just find it incredibly rude when people cancel a call. You know, they say, oh, I got pulled away for something. It's like, well, you know, it could be a legitimate reason. You know, if someone's dying or it's a real emergency. But from my experience, flaky people tend to be flaky clients. You know, they're going to be flaky with payments or flaky with getting stuff done. So, but yeah, I'll have the call with this lady next week. I'll let you know how it goes. But you want to be, with your clients, you want to have nice clients. I've had a client now for over 18 months, coming on to 2 years, and there's ups and downs, of course, but generally he's just a nice guy. You know, he's always been a nice guy to me, and pays on time, all this kind of stuff. And that's what you want. You want a client that you can almost, you know, you got to have your business hat on, but you have some sort of friendship with, or, you know, you can have an okay casual conversation with. So, oi. Camera moved, there we go. Unfiltered. So, yeah, I'll let you know how these, all these little deals go. But yeah, I'm still on the lookout for, you know, new revenue streams, what I can do. Getting my face out there. I need to set up some guests for the podcast, the Panda Profits podcast. And yeah, a nice bus there. Don't really ride the buses anymore in Shanghai. I used to in my early days of a student here in China. But yeah, I need to work harder. So I'm working the weekends as well. The other news, guys, is I did play my guitar last night. I got to, was it 9:30 last night? And I just played the guitar for an hour. I had a few days out, and it's good to just get back on it. So I played a bit of my guitar. Did a bit of reading last night as well, which is good. Been going to bed a little bit late recently. It's been like 11:30. Ideally, I'd like to go to bed earlier. And then waking up early as well, but get back on that early bedtime. Like I said, I haven't really been to a lot of offline events recently, and what I've heard, the ones in Shanghai have not been that great for... No, because for me, when I go to an offline event, it isn't just about business. It's about connection, network, making friends. That's the kind of things I'm looking for, and how I can help my network. A lot of people will go to an offline event and think, oh, I'm just going to sell loads of things, sell loads of products. And it's like, well, or services. It's like, well, it's not really how I work. So these are interesting, these little booths now. You see this? I'll show you these in China. If I can quickly stop over and show you guys. This is interesting. These little, still got these little telephone booths. That might be a potential thumbnail, we'll see. You see all the old housing up there, yeah? So, yeah, I always thought they were actual headphones that you put on your head. Actually, that might be an interesting thumbnail. Let's try that. See if I can get away with that. Wait, I'll go down a bit. I don't know if we'll get away with that as a thumbnail, but As you see, it's very unfiltered. These vlogs. These are scaling actually as well. I can see when I first did these vlogs, it would get like less than 50 views. Now they're getting hundreds, thousands of views. So it's just onwards and upwards, and the consistency from here. China life. That's an interesting. I might film that another day. That little awning. We'll see. So yeah, all in all, pretty hard working day yesterday. Some good calls, and so proposals are waiting. The good news is on Monday it seems to be that everyone finally gets back to work in the UK. It's been a little bit frustrating the last few weeks. Like Easter, I appreciate everyone has to have a holiday, but people have just switched off for like 3 weeks, and I would never switch off for 3 weeks. I'm always on it when it comes to business, and if I do go on holiday somewhere, I try to switch off somewhat, but you still not kind of need to keep on top of it, especially when you're an entrepreneur. You need to keep on top of the emails, and because there's been times when I've tried to have those switch off holidays, where I went to Bali last year and I had to, on the second day I'm like, right, I'm going to switch off. I'm not going to use my phone, not going to use my email. And of course, that was the week when something quite important happened and a deal came about, quite a big deal. So I had to get back on the email. But it is important at the same time to try and switch off somehow. So it's unbelievable. I used to have my weekends off. I used to have my weekends not doing any work. Just having fun, and now I'm so today just on the way to the gym. After this I've got to film an ad video for the podcast. I've just signed my first sponsorship deal for the Panda Profits podcast, which is great. It is a short-term deal, but at least it's something to see where this goes. Hopefully once you get one sponsor, they all follow from there. So that's gonna... I'm always impressed with those guys. See those guys? Well, with those guys with all the water, how they carry all that water on there. So, and this afternoon I've got to edit a funny British video. Got to do that. Lots to do today. My latest episode of the Panda Profits podcast, I've got to review some of that stuff. That's going up tomorrow night, Sunday nights. This camera is not good. It keeps... Sorry, the stand is a bit flimsy. I do apologise. Proper unfiltered. I've had some people say, oh, it's very shaky, but I'm riding a bike, so obviously it's going to be somewhat shaky. I will try and improve the quality of these vlogs in the future. But I want it to be as unfiltered and kind of... I mean, it's Sam Sulek, actually. I quite admire his storytelling and the way he does things. He's a lot more professional than I am. But it's one of the reasons why I wanted to decided to do this. I've been... For years, I've had people saying, oh, show me your Chinese life and tell me, like, speak to the camera more about what you're doing. And I've always made excuses not to do it, and now I've been doing it every day, coming up to 3 weeks, and I'm really enjoying it. It's been good fun. It helps me come up with ideas as well when I'm speaking at the camera. It gives me new ideas. 你好，我不做直播，没关系. He's looking at me like, ooh, 老外拍视频, foreigner filming. Weather's not the best today, guys. You can see that. A little bit misty. But we'll we move on. Haircut. I'm wondering whether I should get a haircut or not. We'll see. I definitely need a shave today, so probably you'll see me shaved for tomorrow's vlog. But it's been a good week as far as work and fitness. I'm going to get back on the boxing because I took a week off from the boxing because of this injury. I had a trapped nerve in my... these buses, that's an interesting one. I've never... those buses, they have sightseeing buses here in Shanghai. Go for a little cycle, see what's happening down here now. This building. I don't actually know if this building is open or not. This new, that new building there. 你好，我不拍你，没关系。 Yeah. So that's the thing in China, that they don't really care about, you know, being filmed as much. But I try not to, if I can help it. Try not to. Because I don't like it when people shove a camera in my face, but I'll try not to. That could be another skyscraper, you never know. Good old Xintiandi. Xintiandi. Yeah, my weekends now, my Saturdays and Sundays, they feel like a Monday or Tuesday. You know, it's very full on. Although I can't really send emails out because, as you know, people don't really work at the weekends. They're not looking at emails as much. But at least I can kind of prepare emails to ping out on Monday and Tuesday. I do that sometimes on the weekends. 你好，我很喜欢你的笑. Very smiley man here. 你很友好，很帅. So you're very friendly, very handsome. That's what I think you get that in China. People just smiling. You know, just... just... Yeah, people seem happier. That's what Murat, the guy that's on my podcast tomorrow, Pound of Profits podcast, he was saying that people in Bali, I noticed that, are very, very friendly and very smiley. You know, everybody is so welcoming. And we need more of that. We need more of that in this... oh, it's not open yet. There we go. We need more of that in this world. To smile at each other, love each other. Got a little system here, there you go. Going in and out, workers see workers. These builders, you know, they're working at the weekend. It's stuff like that that inspires me. I think, well, if they're working at the weekend, I should be working at the weekend. But yeah, it was just going back to yesterday, meeting my friend. When we went to the gym together, it was really inspiring being with him because he said something quite poignant, which I've heard many times before from, you know, Schwarzenegger and all these motivational speakers and all this. They say, you know, there's always someone else working harder than you, and it's a good lesson. You know, it makes you think, yeah, I need to up my game, and I need to. And he said something similar. He said, you know, my weekends tend to blend into the days. You know, that. And you don't, the thing is in Shanghai is you don't want to fall into that trap. What a lot of foreigners do is they end up just going to bars and clubs every week, seeing the same faces, same music, never really achieving anything. I used to go clubbing in my early 20s and I never signed a deal in a club. Never happened. So it's a good point just to, you know, really focus on your business, grow it. And it's tough, it's challenging in the beginning, but you just got to keep at it. The boiling crab. I like their Cajun fries, but I did have my cheat meal last night as well, guys. I had an Indian, one of my favourite Indian places here in Shanghai, a place called Karafai. They haven't paid me to say that, by the way. But yeah, decent curry and decent price, and so I've had my cheap meal now. And so healthy diet. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Hey! Very nice Lamborghini. That's a nice. See, I like a red Lamborghini. I'm not a big fan if a Lamborghini is, you know, the yellow. I like it in a red or a black. Sports car, black, Ferrari or Lamborghini, that is something to aim for. But yeah, if you come to Xintiandi, you'll see a lot of nice cars around here. People driving nice cars. It's inspiring. Now I'm here on my little bike. Maybe one day driving a nice car like that. Something to aim for. Right guys, let's go for a little walk. Walk to the gym. So, oh, you can see all this construction behind, like. That's quite a good thumbnail actually, there we go. China's still building like crazy. And that's what I'm always impressed with China. It's like when they build something, it is quick. You know, if something like that was to be built in the UK, it would take decades. And people just get on with it here. They just building the future. Probably be a few skyscrapers here in a month. But that's why I'm here. It's just being inspired by that kind of stuff. Don't know if you can see that in the distance. That little thing there, that is a little statue of a guy on a horse. I only spotted that a couple of weeks ago. So you still see little things here in Shanghai. Still got the tall buildings. That might be another thumbnail. I already know the title. We're like, you won't believe what happened in China. I had a couple of people messaging me saying, stop making clickbaity titles. Like, why don't you say that to Mr. Beast? All these other influencers. Nice. Just chilling there. Chilling. That is that Lamborghini. I don't think a girl has ever been impressed by a revving engine on a sports car. They're saying that if I had that car, I'd probably be doing the same. Who knows? Oh, my Saturday morning routine. Bit of gym, bit of work, bit of filming. Work hard. Do a little panoramic in this area. Ooh. Yeah, this needs to go today. This little shave. Gotta shave this bad boy. I did have a beard before Christmas, which a ginger beard actually, came out ginger. And it's odd because I got brown hair but ginger beard. The only thing that is ginger, by the way, on my face. But yeah, it's need to have a good old clean fresh shave today. So nice gym session today. Going to do a bit of legs. I did, as I mentioned, shoulders and chest yesterday, which are a bit bit sore today because it was a different type of workout. And then yeah, bit of a stretch and everything. Diet is good at the moment, down to my one cheat meal every week. A bit like The Rock when he has his, 50 pancakes on a Sunday. I'm Indian. Xie. Ooh, bit of jazz. I'm a jazz man. Swarovski crystals, diamonds. That's interesting. There you go, they've got like a little Disney area. Got a couple in there. Day. Interesting. Yeah, Disney is huge here in China, especially in Shanghai. Obviously, they've got a Disneyland here. Haven't been there in a while, actually. I have to check it out. So, yeah, maybe go up the escalator. I tend to use that lift, but let's do a bit of the escalator today. Bit of escalator. It's an interesting place over here. These cars that that's what China's doing very well now. They're producing essentially the Tesla kind of EV car, electric vehicle EVs here in China, but doing them cheaper and probably better, built to last. And China's paving the way now with electric. They are really, going with cars especially. They are doing a lot more. That's what doesn't get promoted. Every country still has its issues with pollution, all that, but they are actually doing a lot, especially in the cities. I think they've still got that thing in Beijing, like they got certain number plates on certain days, and if you're an EV. Oh, Peace Pod, what is that? Interesting. Oh, what is... I'm guessing that's where you can have a little nap or do some work. Don't know if they got these in the West, but interesting. Doing my mouth open thumbnail. Some of my friends are like, why have you always got your mouth open in the thumbnail? But I've noticed that the thumbnails on videos that are like, everyone seems to click on them. Peace Pod. Interesting. So I guess you scan the QR code and then you can use it for an hour or two. Or however long. I guess do a bit of work. You've got your own little office there. Right guys, coming up to the 30 minutes today. The last few have been a sort of 20 minutes or so. Nice 30-minute vlog today. Getting some really interesting comments as well, so yeah, drop a comment on anything I've said today. Like, subscribe. Anything else you want to see here in China, if I can get it done, let me know. I feel like I've done my cardio already. I've just done those escalators. For this mall, wow. That's what China does really well. I do like walking around these malls. They're always interesting to see. Well, they're not very busy. You never see them really, really busy. But that's happening in the UK now. The high street and malls are dying. Everything's gone online. Right, guys. I think I'm going to end it there. Good little vlog, what we've achieved, discussed a lot. End on these flowers. There we go, nice little flowers. Hey guys, hope you have a fantastic weekend. Keep working hard, playing hard, and see you soon. 再见. Ciao. Bye bye.